Rehan, it's been a while since Shubman Gill was sidelined from the T20I setup, and Sanju Samson was India's first choice opener, but he has not performed in the first three T20I matches. And with the increasing amount of pressure on him, the each time he walks out to the crease and fails to perform, along with Ishan Kishan's positive returns in the last couple of matches, he was not there in India's scheme of things, but with a brilliant century in the finals of the Syed Mushtaq Ali, he was invited to be a part of India's World Cup squad. But the way he's been playing, it seems inevitable if Sanju Samson does not perform in the remaining two games. I think he might be dropped. What's your take on this?
I mentioned in the preview also, if you remember, Naman, that if Sanju doesn't play well, you might see Ishan Kishan open the innings. It's inevitable, it's going to happen. If Sanju does not perform in the remaining two T20Is, the shift is going to happen. You are going to see Ishan Kishan at the top with Abhishek Sharma. What that does is that you might see Surya Kumar bat at three, because you will not like to have three left-handers in your top four. And to break that jinx, you need someone like a Surya.
Correct.
Uh, Ideally, it will be a great place for Surya to bat. The sample size for Ishan Kishan is a little small at this point, but that's how T20s are. You go after recency bias. So I'll not be surprised if Ishan Kishan plays ahead of Sanju. Although Sanju's game is more of the power hitting one, you associate him to being somewhat of an aggressor at the top. So it will be difficult for us to actually sideline him. Uh, if you make comparisons with Shubman Gill, I think Sanju is better that way, because the reason being that his game is more towards six hitting. That is where the T20 dynamics have gone to. So Shubman Gill's topic is completely out of the question, but Ishan Kishan is knocking doors to open the innings for sure.
But to question Sanju Samson's place in the squad, you have seen that he might. I don't remember the exact year in which he made his debut, but I think it was somewhere around 2019 or 2020. It's been 7 years since he has played international cricket. I agree that he has not been given a good run of form while he was performing well. We brought in Shubman Gill, then he again went out, and then he again came back. But in the few innings that he played during the Asia Cup, the last innings in Ahmedabad versus South Africa in this first three T20 matches, he he seems to be kind of a player who will perform in one match and then do not will not perform in the four games that follow that. So would it be of India's interest if he scores in the next two games? What would you do? Chalo, मान लो he scores 150 in the next two games. Would you open him in the tournament opener versus USA, or you still give someone like an Ishan Kishan bat along with Abhishek Sharma, which makes for an explosive, even more explosive opening order?
I feel that if he gets a 50 in the next two matches, he will be a starter for sure. They like the balance, Naman. What goes in Sanju's favor is that they have been playing with him for quite some time now, and that
Mhm.
left hand right hand combination with which our management is obsessed with. You might see Sanju get a game ahead of Ishan Kishan. Uh, Again, that's conditions applied if he scores runs in the remaining T20Is against New Zealand. Game, if you compare both the games of Ishan and Sanju, pretty like to like, I would say. Both are explosive. The thing with Ishan is that he likes taking risk more than Sanju, is what I would say. Uh, and in the power play, I mean, it's either going to be a single or it's going to be a boundary. That's how power plays these days are going towards.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean it's very close, but for me personally, I would put Sanju ahead of Ishan at the moment.
For me as well, he Sanju is. ahead of Ishan Kishan. But again, it all comes down to how many runs he scores in the next two games. But also, if he does not score in the first phase of the T20 World Cup against teams like Pakistan, USA, and Namibia, I think it is, or Netherlands. So yeah, against if he fails to perform against these teams, then I think when we move to the Super 8 phase where we'll be playing South Africa, Australia, and West Indies, or Scotland, it'll be more difficult. And I think that is the time when we should make a call on whether we want to go ahead with Ishan Kishan or Sanju Samson. Smaller teams like USA, you might as well see Sanju buy more time, play a 30 ball 50 and then explode and eventually get in the run scoring groove. But yeah, we'll wait and see. And yes, guys, do join in for the T20 World Cup review. Thank you. Bye.